Well, hello there, everyone. Fancy seeing you inside my van. Happy Friday, happy Friday. No, somebody claimed it. It was paying over $6 a mile. And I'm live now, so I'm going to get off Messenger. No need to reply. What up, what up? It's your dude, Gigwise here, aka Tim, T-I to the M. Getting some caffeine. Tasty. What up, Shane? I gotta quit getting this real soon. It's not bad getting it every day if the Cardinals score at least 6 runs, win or lose, because then I get cheap drinks for 50 cents each. But they only win on the day. They only get those scores on the days before days I don't come up here. It's irritating. Let's see. I gotta go to Flower Child. Let me see my drive time here. Okay, that's called spamming. I can't read that when it's like that. Good day. Good day, good day. Happy good day. 10:49 arrival time, and I'm supposed to be there at 11:12. It's 24 minutes. You know, it's weird. I pulled up the directions from my house. They say it's like a 22-minute drive. I'm closer now by like at least 5 minutes. And now it's a 24-minute drive, but there might be something going on with traffic. But no, I pulled it up from my house, and it's like a 22-minute drive to get to Flower Child.
Turn right, and then turn right.
What are those people doing hanging out in the woods over there?
Turn right, and then turn right.
The lawn doctor. I wonder if the lawn doctor would come cut my grass for $20. Oh, you know what? I don't have my microphone up here. Yeah, I appreciate it. The algo get me up there. Need like about 9-10 people in here just chatting away all day, even though I can't even read it while I'm driving. But that's really good for the algo, the chat rate they call it. That's why if you ever see me on somebody's live stream, I tend to be pretty much a chatty Cathy in the chat, because I know it helps the live stream out and more people will see it that way. A very active chat will it lets the YouTube algorithm know that, hey, something's going on here, because boy, people are chatting like crazy. We got to get this in front of more people so we can pump up our AdSense, because they make money off those ads too. This is what irritates me. If anybody's seeing ads right now, in fact, I never really mess with the ads, but I was thinking about going and tinkering around and figuring out how to shut them down until I get my monetization unpaused. Because I remember people saying they were seeing ads before I was ever monetized. I'm like, well, that's BS, because you know YouTube's making money off that, and I'm not. I mean, if they can make it, I can make it. It's free entertainment. They don't even have to pay for it. That's why I don't like that they gouge like for super chats and all kinds of stuff. They take 30%. When you know they're already making a fortune off AdSense. I don't even know how big this order is I'm picking up. I didn't even look. It's 12 items, which means 12 different. $868 worth of food. It'll probably be about 3 or 4 catering bags. That Pickleman's Deli, or Pickleman's Gourmet Cafe is what it's actually called, that I went to yesterday. Never picked up there before. I took in the exact amount of bags I needed. I needed 4. That's what it took. 4 bags. Or the 3? No, it was 4. They put them. Their boxes are pretty big, but they still fit inside my boxes that are inserted in my bags. Barely. And there was no setup on it. Just placed all the boxes on a coffee table, took a picture, and left. It's not terribly hot today. It is freaking humid though. They were talking about the high humidity on the news this morning. I'm like, yeah, it rained really hard last night. I can't tell by looking at the level of the river right here, right now though. Most of the storm that rolled through was pretty far south, but I was hearing some good thunder. At least I didn't have to wait over 30 minutes today for somebody to say something in chat, so I know it was working. I was looking late last night at my after I started the overnight live with the fake fish tank, and I'm like, it says I have an upcoming live stream. It was the one I tried to start yesterday morning, and I don't know if this is the actual one that I had timed. Because I set it to start 10 minutes after I left my house to give me time to get in the gas station to get my drinks. And then when I hit go live, it didn't just go live. I had to start over. So I don't know. I probably have one sitting there in YouTube saying that I'm going to have a live stream coming up. Don't click on it because I don't. I may have to go back to using. They went up a little bit. StreamYard, as much as I hate StreamYard, what I don't like about it, if you use the free version, well, they limit you on hours, so there's that. But it's the video quality. It only goes up to 720 or 740p.
In 1 mile,
You can't.
left.
I mean, with 2K and 4K being out, you'd think they'd let you at least go up to 1080p on the free version. They raised their prices. I used to pay $50 a month for StreamYard, so I could have a panel with basically unlimited people up there, unlimited usage. I could stream at any video quality.
In 0.6 of a mile,
But
turn left.
I wasn't really making that money back off of YouTube. I wasn't getting anybody up there on a panel. I'm like, I'm just throwing money out the window that I don't need to be spending. So I canceled that. I paid that $50 a month for quite a few months though. I gotta go get this done, go back home. Hopefully we can pick it up early, but I gotta take my neighbor not too far away to pick up a barbecue pit today. He bought off a marketplace since I got the van. I hope he doesn't think I forgot about him. I didn't. May not be able to get it till after 4. It's supposed to rain later today. I just don't know when it's going to start. It's cloudy right now. I thought the rain that I saw yesterday afternoon was going to be the last of it till at least for 3 or 4 days. So I started hearing thunder last night when Dashing Grandpa was live. I'm like, is that thunder I'm hearing?
Turn left.
I pulled up the radar. Yep, there's thunder. Ooh, I hit this light right as it's turning yellow. Oh, it's red now. That's all right. I'm not the only car going through it. There's a car right next to me. Taking me up to 40? Okay, cool. I saw Eric, the Stardashian, was live. I popped on his live stream for a little bit. It was buffering when I got on there, but since mine seems to buffer a lot, I'm giving other people's streams more time to unbuffer before I just log right back off. What up, U-turn delivery? Yeah, Shane, right before I was leaving my house, a freaking curry came in. It was the first, there was one way early before I even my alarms went off at like 7 o'clock this morning, but some little crappy order came in before that. I didn't see it. It was already gone. But this Home Depot one came in. It was only 4 miles from pickup to drop off. The Home Depot is not terribly far from me. For $76.80 something or something like that, 76 and some change. It was like 11 cases of 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot ceramic tile, I guess, porcelain. I don't know what kind of tile, it didn't say. But I could have. It was 660 something pounds. But shit, it was paying over $6, like $6.19 a mile or something like that. But like I always say, but they send me something I can do that I would like to do when I'm got a catering. And yesterday it was completely. They finally sent me some offers long after I was home, like 3 or 4 hours after I was home, but they were all too far away. Not enough pay. Like there's one that's about 50 miles from me out in Wentzville. It was going from Wentzville to Wentzville. So it was just going down the street from, I guess, the Home Depot. But that's like 50 miles away from me. So I think it was paying like $38. I don't know what it is. I just quit looking at them because they were all far into Illinois, far away from me in Missouri. We're giving 8 p.m. tonight, in the middle of doing a catering, and just get over there when I can after I finish the catering and then do it, since it's not a rush. They say everything's a rush delivery though. That's one of the questions I have for Steve. See if he knows anything about that. That was a problem I had with curry before. They'd send offers, but they want you to drop everything. Accept it and go. And I can't do that. I mean, there was times they sent me orders that were paying better than the catering order that I was already committed to, and I couldn't do the curry because I consistently make money on catering, and I don't on curry. But if I could accept it and go get it after I'm finished with the delivery I'm on, so that they basically give you like 15 minutes to get there. At least they used to. Like I accepted one morning before I got in the shower. It was a Sherwin-Williams, and I was when I was still at my apartment, and I was scrambling like crazy to get on the road, and I get my truck, I pull out of my driveway going down my alley, and they pulled it from me, and that's when Jeff. I'm not sure about the. 608 a mile, 211 pounds. Well, it's a freaking water heater. And a 96-gallon trash can. Did I get my signal back? Nope, not yet. There, we got a little bit of a signal back. Not sure if it's enough to get me to stop buffering though. Yeah, they carried us in a offer. It's a water heater and a 96-gallon freaking trash can. Not sure I could get both those in my van at the same time. I've delivered those 96-gallon trash cans. They're easy, but they take up a lot of space. Oh, it's like $42. It's only 200 and something pounds, like 211 pounds. But I can't do it. I'm doing a catering. But it's here in town. It's not like over in East Gigwise, Illinois, or way out by where my mom lives. Or Festus. I see a lot of them from the Home Depot in Festus. And often they're going, it's an hour drive after you pick it up in Festus, where they seem to be going, and sometimes even further. 30-minute warning. Yeah. Lay it down and slide it straight in, and I'd have to lay the trash can on its side and slide it straight in. I don't know how I feel about delivering a water heater and a 96-gallon trash can for $42 though, since I just did that delivery a couple days ago for $48. It was only 6 pounds worth of stuff. Yeah, that's the only way I could get them in here and stack them on top of each other. But then I got all my catering bags I have to stack on top of that stuff. I'm sure I could get the catering bags back in here. Yeah, I need to take the catering bags out to help my neighbor later, but usually when I do stuff like that, if I'm going to pick something up that I'm getting on Marketplace, I get to stack them on top of my patio table, but if it's supposed to rain, I don't want to do that. And I don't know if I can shove them in my truck. I've already got a lot of catering bags in the truck taking up space. My truck's like my dry storage for a bunch of stuff, really. I gotta. Damn. My allergies are killing me. Whatever's in the air. I need to check out this shop out near where I live. They sell local, very local raw honey. And I haven't been in there. I don't know if it's still there. I found out about it over a year ago and still haven't went down there. I don't even know the name of it. I just know around about where it's located. See, in the city, there's a neighbor like literally right around the corner. they sold raw honey that came from bees that literally did their thing in my neighborhood. That's the best for your allergies. That's the best to do. Local, very local. Actually, I'm trying to think where the heck that tile, that may not have been a Home Depot order with that tile order for $76. Because the pickup, I believe, was in Fenton, and we don't have a Home Depot in Fenton. I wish we did, or even down south of me in High Ridge, because I'm basically like 4 miles from where they would build it down in High Ridge. And to get up in the big area in Fenton, I'm 4 miles from there. I'm right in the middle, right in between the two. I'm seeing a lot of these videos popping up on YouTube because I've watched a couple of them. Good, dependable, older vehicles to buy versus spending so much money on brand new vehicles. And boy, do they stretch them out. I think it was like a 19-minute video this morning. They only had 3 cars to cover in 19 minutes. To get their point across about the vehicles. I'm going to make a list of all these, and I may do like a list of 20 in 20 minutes. You know, there's only so much you can say about a car. It gets repetitious, but in a short period of time, like say a minute and a half, you should be able to tell whoever's watching everything they need to know about why they should buy that car versus going and buying a 2026 brand new anything. No, they drag it on for like freaking 8 minutes. I'm like, how many times are you going to say the same thing?
Reached your destination.
I don't need my blinker on. I'm in a parking lot that no one's in. All right, I parked in a way that the branches won't be coming in my window this time. Everything affects me these days, so who knows? I'm gonna break this little branch off though, throw it on the ground. I guess somebody else parked here and broke some of the glasses, or the branches. Actually, a 2012 Subaru Forester was on the list of 3 today. Not sure why the 2012. I want to say they did like a 2012 Honda CR-V too. And I don't know what price they were thinking you could get a 2012 CR-V. I know they go for more than $3,000 if they're worth anything. That one's $48.06 now. It went up for the water heater. Oh, I wanted to look at the map. Where in the hell is that going? Oh, this is 3 stops. Oh, hell. The 3rd stop is downtown St. Louis, which might be where the water heat. Hell with that. I wouldn't deliver anything like a water heater to downtown St. Louis because more than likely you'd be rolling. You're going to be in an elevator with that damn thing. I don't know what he drives. I don't remember. Yeah, the trash can wouldn't be bad going to downtown St. Louis because it's on wheels. You don't even need a dolly. But that water heater, heck no. I would never deliver that downtown. Or the the number 2 stop was in Central West End, you're more than likely gonna have to be dealing with stairs and shit. Nope. That thing had to pay me like $400. Because I can bet you I'd be very frustrated. Let me get back over to the right screen. I am 21 minutes out from my pickup time. I'm sorry, it wasn't a CRV there we're talking about. It was a RAV4. Well, some of them I've watched even tell you known issues with that vehicle, that particular vehicle. I saw a Ford Escape today. It looked clean on the outside. The interior needed a major detail. It was pretty trashed on the inside, but I didn't see any tears or burns or anything in the actual seats. And pretty much all that stuff's cleanable. I can make that stuff look like new because I can detail cars. I can do really good interior details in engine compartment. I can wax and buff them too. But it needed a transmission. I looked it up. It probably ended up costing with parts and labor about $4,200 to put a transmission in it. It was a 2016, I think. I forgot the miles, but it wasn't crazy high. But it was going to cost about $4,200 to put a tranny in that, and the cost of it was $850. So for basically $5,000 after you get the transmission fixed, and we'll just say a $300 detail job, you'd have a sharp-looking Ford Escape that ran good. Yeah, he was on my live stream yesterday. He got back late from that trip he kept showing the video of to that Lake Whitaker or something like that. Kennerly, I don't remember the name of the lake. Where am I taking this? Oh yeah. I know exactly where I'm going. This is the place I delivered to a couple weeks ago from I believe it was Brio Italian Grill. I told her about Flower Child. Whoa, big ass bee. Thank God that was on the outside. But she asked for Schaefer's, so they gave me the Schaefer's, but didn't give me the water pans. And I told her, I'm sorry, I'm usually really good at spotting that stuff. Didn't even think about it that day until I was like halfway there, and I'm like, oh hell. They had the sternos, they had the actual Schaefer's, but no water pans. That was a bad oversight on my behalf. Technically, it's the restaurant's fault for not having them, but I always question them on everything. And I've done that in the past. I'm like, I did it at Woodfire Grill. I know that's one of the places because I had to explain to the younger manager that was there. I hadn't dealt with him before, but I had to explain to him how Schaefer's work with the water pan because the pans get heated by steam, the pans of food, not by that flame, because you'll burn everything on the bottom of it. The bottom, inside the bottom of the pan, all the food will just burn. Yeah, but that's again our job to, like I always say, are you sure this is everything? And I typically always ask about utensils, napkins, plates, all that stuff. Like the barbecue place, a lot of places are just providing that, whether they check mark they want it or not, which is cool. But there are still some smaller places where, they got to pinch pennies, and if they don't check it, they don't get it, like that 3 Mix barbecue I just picked up from this week. And they had plenty when I got there, so it was no big deal. It was strange though. That's the one barbecue place I've ever walked into and I didn't smell barbecue. They hadn't been, that was Monday. They hadn't been open, or Tuesday. They hadn't been open all weekend though. That was their first day back open after the holiday weekend. Yeah, but when you know, then you're definitely liable for things missing. That falls on you, not the restaurant. I mean, most of the restaurants have the invoice that I can look at. A lot of them give it to me. I said, I don't even need that. Everything the customer needs, they can find right online in their email or on EasyCater. And most times if a driver wants that, I just tell them the driver's being nosy. We don't need to see that. I mean, when you're there, you can take a glance at it, but we don't need to take that invoice with us. Like, I had a stack of them up here at one time, and it was me being nosy. I was wanting to see the food cost, the breakdown of the tip, and all that stuff. I wanted to pick it apart and analyze it, get to learn how they do their stuff. Just soak up the knowledge. I don't know. I don't do Zifty, so I don't know how they do it. Yeah, I was hoping to get at least one curry between this delivery and me helping my neighbor later go get that barbecue pit. And that $76 one would have been great. I wonder if Steve would jump on this live stream. I can't have him up on the panel, but I don't have a panel since it's not StreamYard. At home, there's a way to do it on Streamlabs, but I haven't been streaming at home from Streamlabs either. I use OBS Studio. You can do a whole lot with OBS Studio. There's plugins for everything, and everything's free. And you can stream in pretty much any video quality. Well, he's probably out. He's an hour. He's probably out working right now, knocking out his curries. He's a hot shot curry driver. At least my cup doesn't taste like Dawn today. I rinsed it better. I thought I always rinse them really good because I don't like to taste dish soap when I'm eating or drinking something. And these are like stainless steel, so that usually comes off really good. Like plastic bowls, when I wash them, they seem that the flavor of Dawn seems to linger on plastic stuff. And it may not have been the inside the cup. It might have been the plastic top that was tasting like the dish soap yesterday. I rinsed them thoroughly too. And as hot as water as I can get. I got to go pick up this order in about 8 minutes. But it's a Flower Child. I should be in and out. And I think it's great that she's getting Flower Child because I've recommended it to her more than once. And I recommended it the last time when I didn't have the water pans. I recommend Flower Child to a lot of customers. If I see them getting food more than once, I usually say something to Flower Child about them, or up to the customer about Flower Child. They've got a good crew. Stuff's typically ready. Sometimes they just got an abundance of catering orders, and I've only had to wait a couple times out of a lot of orders here. That one time their blast chiller was on the fritz, so I had to wait for the brownies to cool down. They couldn't pack. Some things I guess you can't pack. I forgot what he said would happen to them if I delivered them when they're still too hot. I was thinking most people like a nice, fresh baked, warm brownie. Is this truck ever going to quit backing up? I hear a backup beeper somewhere. Yeah, oh yeah, Flower Child's awesome. I didn't know it was a chain right at the beginning when I first started coming here. I saw a couple small orders pop up that I didn't take. I'm like, what is this Flower Child? Some hippie place, vegan, but it's not all vegetarian and vegan stuff. Because I know they got steak and salmon. I don't know what other. I'm sure they got chicken. And I know they do. I've seen the wraps. It's mainly wraps is what I deliver. And salads. Anybody that gets crazy bowls and wraps, I recommend Flower Child to if they haven't tried them out yet. They pack it up. It's so much easier to deliver than how they do crazy bowls and wraps. And if it's the one particular crazy bowls and wraps, they never have things ready on time. Most of the other crazy bowls and wraps do, but that one down in the city, they don't know how to get a catering order done on time. Every one I've ever picked up there, I probably went past the 15-minute wait time to where none of my metrics matter. And they've got a huge crew. It's not just a good crew. They got so many people in there. That's it for that. Kind of like Dewey's Pizza. My God, I've never seen a pizza place and have so many people there on the clock working. Never seen that many people. Now they're one location that doesn't have a dining room. I can't really see in the back very well, so I don't know how many they staff at one time. But the ones with the dining rooms, good Lord, they got a lot of people in there. My first time picking up an order here, I was like, God, I'd hate to have to write the checks for that payroll. I saw so many people in there working. And that was before they were open. It was like a time or two after that I got here to pick up after they were actually open. My God, they get busy. I mean, they just now opened and the parking lot's filling up. They usually have people waiting at the door to get in. Yeah, I'll take 5 catering bags in there, but I don't think I'm going to need more than 3. I always take 5 in there unless I know it's like, if it's only like a $200 order, I take 3 and probably only need 2. Oh shit, it's 8 minutes. I haven't swiped that I'm here yet. Now I'm here. That early bird thing, I wish they would get it to where, you know what? It shouldn't matter when you swipe that you've arrived if you're not going in the restaurant 20 minutes early, but they don't know that. Because, you know, I often get to places 30 minutes early. It was 21 minutes on this one. Lately, it's been just over 20 minutes before pickup time. I need to get back to my 35 minutes showing up early. I'm not giving myself enough time in case something happens along the way. Well, the gas station's been taking me longer than normal this week when I'm in there. I keep getting stuck behind people that are slow. Whether it hasn't been lottery people either. Those lottery scratcher people that always get in your way, or they're picking all the different scratchers, or they're pick threes or whatever. Those people drive me nuts. I just don't know what's been backing it up, but the line's been backed up every time this week. Oh gosh. I just hope the rain holds out until I'm done with this, and I hope it clears up when we go and pick up that barbecue pit. I got to remember to take my tool bag with me in case we need to disassemble part of that barbecue pit to get it in here or to make it lighter. I don't think the weight's going to be an issue, though. It's a charbroiler brand. They're not that heavy. This one I have, this NEX grill. I've never in my life seen a barbecue pit that heavy. Just a stainless steel 5-burner gas grill with a side burner. See how long it's going to take me to get to the drop off.
Let's go.
14 minutes. 11:45. They give me 33 minutes to get there. 14-minute drive. Yeah, Flower Child's the best. One of the best. From a driver's point of view. I'm going to head in there in about 1 minute. Well, I'm going to get out of the van in about 1 minute. Yeah, that rain when it came through last night, it didn't take long to get through here, but boy, did it pour while it was here. Hang on. Get out of here, you wasp. Dang wasp. Fly, get off my windshield. There's a dumpster over here. Go find some old food to eat on. A lot of the delis are really good here. Like that Pickleman's I picked up from them, they had everything ready. STL Subs downtown, they always have everything ready. Every single time I've went to STL Subs. It's been a while. Mainly because I don't live that close to downtown now, and the owner doesn't let really. I mean, the most I've made off an order there is $90. Any of the bigger orders he does himself. He doesn't trust DoorDash is exactly what he said. I'm like, I don't deliver for DoorDash. He said all I do is catering, man. And I go, as you see, I got the van, I got the everything. But I mean, everything's bagged. You don't need to really use catering bags for as I do to make it easier to get things in. But the problem with that is all of his lunches, it's usually a box lunch every time I've picked up there. It's primarily box lunches. Each one comes with a 20-ounce drink, bottle of water or soda, whatever, so that adds weight. I shall return. Hold on to fort. Keep the chat moving. Uptown girl. She's been living in her uptown world. I think that's enough. Gotta get that boom boom pow. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. U-turn, would you send Steve a link to the live stream? My app disappeared. There we go. Add my picture. 2 catering bags. I only took 4 in there. I didn't take 5. I knew it wasn't going to be anywhere close to that. Perfect. 11:29, and it says I'm going to get there. My stomach ain't feeling right. Shit. Come on. There we go. I got all these flipping lights on because of Walmart. And I try and kill them all. Well, at least I get it back to where I see my fuel economy, my MPG. Nah, U-turn does. I'm not worried about it. Gotta crank this AC up.
Turn right, and then turn right.
This is probably gonna want me to go the way I don't like to go, but I may follow its directions. Yep, it is.
Turn right.
I keep getting hung up at the stoplight trying to get out of here and going the way I like to go to get to the highway I can see from here. Well, like I said, I keep getting hung up at it and sit at it 2 to 3 cycles, and I don't want to do that. They got a hellaciously big speed bump right here, though. You don't want to accidentally drive over that without paying attention. Damn, dude. You're going to drive a vehicle that big, learn how to turn it. I wish you guys could see what I see. 'Cause I talk about people's crappy driving, but all you can do is hear me gripe about it. You can't see what I'm actually griping about.
In a quarter
Oh,
of a
I'm gonna
mile,
turn my headlights
turn
off.
right.
It's an expensive area I'm driving in right here. Frontenac, Ledoux. Frontenac and Ledoux is pretty much side by side. They're both very expensive areas. Very expensive homes. Frontenac does have some older, smaller homes, but they're probably
Turn right.
4 times what they would cost out by where I live for the same exact house. And things aren't exactly cheap out by where I live. Yeah, Ledoux, I brought this up before. Ledoux was one of those, when Jay Twist was up here, something popped up for Ledoux. He's like, oh, that doesn't sound like a good area. I'm like, dude, Ledoux? What? Don't go by how it sounds, buddy. Because I pulled up Zillow right away.
1 mile, turn
And
left, and then
this is the first house I pulled up.
exit. Turn left, and then
The first
at
house
the
I pulled.
roundabout, take the second exit.
Hang on. What the hell is going on? I'm hearing 2 different directions here. Yeah, first house I pulled up was $8 million in Ledoux. I'm hearing 2 different GPSs. I only know of one being open.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Oh my God, I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm trying to find the second GPS that I'm hearing, and I'm in a frickin' roundabout because they wouldn't put roundabouts everywhere, and I keep swiping too far. There we go, back to the GPS. Yeah, I'm hearing 2 different people telling me directions. Hey, you want to drive that fast? Why don't you get over a couple lanes where the fast drivers drive? Do 80 in the slow lane. Yeah, I'm up to 60 now, and there's no way I'm catching up with that car that's flying down the slow lane.
Keep right.
Okay, I seem to only be hearing one. I don't know what was going on there. I was hearing two people telling me where to go, though. I don't even like one person telling me where to go. I was making some Zydeco music last night on Suno after I logged off Dash and Grandpa's live stream. I didn't work on it for very long though, because I got off his. It was like 10:42 when I logged off his. I wanted to go to bed about 10:15 at the latest, because I don't fall asleep when I go to bed. I'll be watching stuff on my tablet on YouTube. And well, last night I don't know what I was watching. I fell asleep though. Woke up to some documentary stuff going on, which was not what I was watching when I fell asleep. Yeah, I woke back up around 2:09, I think it was, and then got my sleep music going. I think this is the third or fourth time I've delivered to this person that I know for sure. Yeah, when I was looking at those houses in Ladue, I didn't find one house that was under $1 million. Crazy expensive. Get up on the highway looking for adventure.
In 1 mile, exit right.
I'm trying to remember some lyrics to a song that just popped in my head. Born to be wild. Since nobody's in the chat, I'm going to have to start singing. Y'all don't want to hear that. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types of wear a day coat, pant with stripes, cutaway coat, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper. Come let's mix with Rockefellers. Walk with sticks of umbrellas in their mitts. Putting on the Ritz.
Exit right, and then keep left.
You're just going to keep. Okay, you're just going to keep. Oh, okay.
Keep left.
Yeah, but I need to be in the right lane. You're not telling me that. I'm behind Michigan plates again. Oh no, you don't want that. There's not many songs I know enough lyrics to. When the song's not playing. At least when the song's playing, even if I get the lyrics a little wrong, the song's playing. It makes up the difference. That Putting on the Ritz is actually an old song, but I never heard that song until that guy in the 80s, Taco, redid it or covered it, whatever you call it. And I saw it on Friday night videos. Well, I didn't know that I had heard it. I think it's the Frankenstein with Gene Wilder played Dr. Frankenstein. I think they do a performance on stage with that. If I recall, I could be wrong. Early in the morning, rising to my feet, light me up that no.
In 0.6 of a mile, turn right, and then turn
Light
left.
me up that cigarette, and I'll strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money is all gone. I got a Dalmatian, I can still get high. I can play that guitar like a motherfucking right. Do 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 do. Life is too short, so love the one you got, because you might get run over or you might get shot. Never had to battle with a bulletproof vest. Never something static, I just get it off my chest. Take a small example, take a tip from me. Take up all your money, give it up to charity. Life is what I got within my reach. In the sublime style, still straight from Long Beach. It all comes back to you. You finally get what you deserve. Try and test that. Bound to get served. Love's what I got. That's right. You feel it when the dance gets hot. Hot. Loving is what I got. I say remember that. Loving is what I got. I say remember that. I don't cry when my dog runs away. I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. I don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. Hits the bottle, goes right through the rocks. Fuck it, fight it, it's all the same. The living the way, dog's the only way to stay sane. Let the loving come back to me. I don't remember much more of that song, but that's kind of the whole song of that completely. Loving is what I got. I said, remember that. Loving what I got. I am at my drop off. 3 minutes early. Actually, 18 minutes early. So I will take my time getting out. This girl's kind of cute. I better put some Blue Day Chanel on. I'll be back. It's looking like rain. I don't mess around. Swipe that I've arrived. I was on my only order. I'll pull down the parking lot and get cooled back off. Ugh. Okay. No, I only needed 2 catering bags on that U-turn. I took 4, and I was starting to grab the 5th one before I went. I'm like, I'm not even probably going to need 3, let alone 5. There was an extra bag with the utensils and plates and stuff in it, but she doesn't really use those. She's got her own stuff. She's really proud of her, the way her stuff gets set up. That's why that table I sent you a picture of had all that other stuff around it. She had chips and bottles of water and all kinds of stuff. But she threw me for a loop because it wasn't, I had to go to a different place in the building. They're having some training seminar or something. So that's also why the order wasn't as big as normal. Usually this one, let's see here. Yeah, that's only paid $96.30. I'm usually making well over $100 when I deliver here. When I looked at where it was going last night, I'm like, oh, hell, I know where that is. I wonder why the order's so small this time, because like I said, it's usually over more like $140, $150 order. And the girl's super sweet. She's nice. And usually there's a girl that helps her too. I just kind of get the stuff out of the bags, and she likes to put it around. I set it all up this time though. I gave her the bag of the utensils. She was starting to poking her nose in it, and I said, here's the bag of utensils and stuff, put that wherever, so I get the rest of the boxes out real quick. But she was telling me where I could set them because I was reading off to her what was in it in a low voice, inside voice. What was I going to check? Oh yeah, I don't think there's anything on it, but I'm going to look. Nope, somebody took that. Oh, that went up to $105.87. That was a different order. That one was out in Wentzville, like to Louisiana. Wow, not the state, Louisiana, Missouri. That's north of Bowling Green. That's like damn near 2 hours from here. I won't drive anywhere 2 hours away and only make $105. The pickup was along the way, though. I don't know what the pickup was. That water heater in the 96-gallon trash can went for $48.06. And the one for $105.87, it doesn't look like it even had it didn't even have a bonus. Nobody even waited for a bonus. We're getting back to those. You know what? I need to start taking a look at the type of cars that they have available for these orders. Like that one I did that was only 6 pounds. They had only sent it to cargo vans, box trucks, or sprinter drivers. And I think I gotta go this way. Or no, I'm gonna have to make a right and then, oh shit, yeah. I remember getting out of here. I'm gonna figure out a different way to get out of here, because I can't make a left up here. And then when I went down and made a left off the road to turn around the other day, I couldn't pull out of the damn parking lot. It took me forever. I'm not doing that today. Yeah, I was hoping there'd be not a roadie. Roadie, I gotta look up on the other phone. Yeah, I took a while in there because I needed to use the bathroom. Because I drank, that whole cappuccino. I've been sipping on the iced tea. And man, I went and parked my wagon out of the way, and by the time I got back to where I saw the bathroom, that meeting had just let out, and I had to wait forever just to use the bathroom. And then I turned around for a second when the last guy that was in my way was getting out of my way. Some guy walked in and didn't even pay attention to me, walked right in the urinal. I'm like, really? I've been sitting here waiting for that. I turned around for a second and somebody snagged it from me. But a stall had opened, so I went in there. Boy, their stalls for the crappers are nice. Thick walls, you can't even hear it once you're in there. They must be insulated with a solid door. The walls go all the way to the ceiling. The door goes all the way from floor to ceiling. I'm like, wow, they put some thinking into this, because when I go in a bathroom, that's one of the things I hate about public restrooms is hearing somebody else do their number twos. Ugh. I don't want to hear the butt trumpets. Unless I'm the trumpeter. Yeah, I need to look up what they do in that place. Oh, you know what? Where's 141? should have made a right here. No? Oh, I'm too close to, I'm too close to the main highway to go the other highway way. Yeah, I won't be on long much here today. I was so mad last night. I went to make a cucumber salad. I didn't want to make a full salad, but I was just going to do like tomatoes, onions, and cucumbers with some dressing. My cucumber had started to mold on me. I'm like, I just looked at it. It was just trash day yesterday. I looked at it Wednesday and it looked fine. And then when I grabbed it out to actually cut into it, it was a huge one. I had eaten half of it already. So at least I didn't have to throw away a whole one, which I do often. What the hell was that? Oh, that's somebody running over a steel plate covering a hole. Yeah, that was a really, really big English cucumber. I don't get the regular cucumbers. I only get English cucumbers. The ones that are refrigerated, and they're sealed, they're vacuum sealed individually. Except Costco, I think they sell 3 of them, but I can hardly ever eat one of them before I gotta throw it away, let alone 2 or 3. Yeah, I was telling my mom when I was on the phone with her last night, if I want a salad, I'm gonna buy a freaking salad. I'm tired of throwing this crap away. My 3 pepper, the 3 packs of 3 different colored peppers, no green though. Yeah, I'd throw that whole thing away. The crap goes bad before I ever eat it. It looks good when I'm at the store, and then I don't cut into it right when I get home. I'll snack on chips or something instead, and then forget about the salad. Because I usually get home, I'm hungry. Jet's Pizza. There's a chicken salad chick right there. It's chicken salad chick. Best paying catering order I've ever done came out of there. That location. There's a video on it. You can go check it from June of 2025. Yeah, I didn't see that big order this year. In fact, I've hardly seen any orders for that place, and they pay good. Obviously, they tip 20%, and I've hardly seen any orders go. I don't know if I've seen an order this year go there. I was looking forward to getting that once a year big one in June, but I didn't get it. It probably went to Zifty or somewhere else. And if Expedite's in so good with Easy Cater, why is Zifty getting so many of the big orders? Riddle me that. It's not just my market that people are noticing that.
In 0.6 of a mile, turn right.
I see the invoices sitting there on the orders that are bigger than what I'm picking up, and I'm often seeing Zifty on them. Where like on Zifty, if you're just faster at the grab or have a better bot than someone else, it doesn't really matter so much your experience, what you drive, what kind of equipment you have. I bet if Expedite would see the whole volume of my market, they wouldn't say it's such a low volume market. But when you got the orders being split up 6 to 7 different ways through all the different DSPs, Horse volume is going to look low. Too many DSPs. Well, no, I've noticed a big difference in the big orders since Sifty's gotten more and more drivers on them here now. Even though it still says on their website they're not here, they definitely are. All right, is there anybody there in that lane? Once again, I gotta do 70 to get in the slow lane to merge on the highway. I'm getting really aggravated with that. It's the slow lane. And I can't slow down because the car behind that car is doing 70, and the car behind that car is doing 70. So I literally got to get up I got to match whatever speed they're going so I can get on the highway. Sometimes it's 80, and then I slow down and I slow all of them down. That's what I just did. I don't care if they go around me because they shouldn't be driving 70 and 80 in the slow lane. I'm already done with my delivery, Shane, and use their restroom because I had to pee. Yeah, even when Deliver That was getting all them easy catered orders, I was seeing more bigger orders on Deliver than I do now. And now they don't have the easy catered orders, so they're like getting bigger orders than Deliver That did. Zifty is. Well, those bigger orders, it was harder for Deliver That to get them delivered because of the tip pool. People didn't want to deliver $2,000 worth of food for, $60. Whatever the tip pool would have came out to. And most likely, if someone doing Deliver That did accept a $2,000 order, $2,000 worth of food, chances are they had the equipment for a $200 order, but not a $2,000 order. Because most of their orders were small. You didn't need a lot of equipment. 2-3 bags is about all you ever needed. And probably 95% of them were just hand to the customer. You didn't have to set them up. That's what bothered me with the, they were doing those, setup challenges, setup pictures. Oh yeah, I was submitting setups I did on a different app because I hardly ever had a setup on Deliver That. I think the best I ever did was an honorable mention. I didn't have any of their merch. I wasn't wearing a shirt or a hat. It seemed like everybody that one got in the top 5 or whatever had some of their kind of merch on, but I'm not buying their merch. Not with $12 shipping on everything. I'm telling you, they should, Expedite should start doing their merch via FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon, so people with Amazon Prime can order their bags and stuff right off of Amazon and then get the 2-day free shipping. They probably sell a lot more merch that way. May cost them a little more to sell it, but since they started adding shipping onto it. I haven't ordered any bags from them since you got to pay for shipping now. Not when I can go on Amazon and buy equivalent bags at a lower cost and get free shipping. Yeah, that's not getting it free. That's using your bonus. That's your bonus. So that's not free. They still charge you for the shipping. I know, because that's how I got the 5 bags that I had. Or 6 bags, however many I got with that bonus. I was so frustrated because I was literally like only 5 deliveries away from hitting the next bonus, the top bonus level. And I had a whole week to do 5, and there were sometimes I was doing 5 a day. So I'm like, no problem. And then I couldn't even do 5 that week. I swear they throttled what I saw down. Damn it, I was going to get in that lane. Now yesterday I saw a lot of cops out shooting radar on the highways, all the different highways I was on. And it's because people they're driving this too damn fast. In the slow lanes. Oh damn, somebody's slowing down big time up ahead. I'm down to under 40 miles per hour all of a sudden. I don't know why that just happened. Oh, hell, I got charged $12 shipping. I think I had to pay for the shipping because the bonus just covered the equipment I bought. Which wasn't a big deal, paying $12 to get the bag shipped to me, and I didn't have to pay for the bags. But shoot, you order a $3 sticker, you got to pay $12 shipping. It says a flat rate. Or you can order 12 catering bags, $12 shipping. It's not based off weight or anything. Tomorrow, Saturday, I probably won't get anything for tomorrow or Sunday because the caliber of orders I'm getting are like 3-star emerald orders. I'm not getting the 4-star orders, offers. Typically don't go an entire week without seeing. Oh God, I sent a really lightweight delivered shirt up to U-Turn where she lives. It cost me like $14 or something, 14 something to ship it. I was blown away. And it's a really lightweight shirt. It's one like nobody else has one of those shirts, by the way, except me. And it's double extra large, and it's still not big enough. Make me look like a busted can of biscuits. I put that thing on, but I don't like polo shirts. It's a polo style shirt, but it's real thin material. Something like golfers like to wear it. I'm not a golfer. That was when Charlie was still around. And I guess that new shirt design went with him when he left, because I haven't seen anything new. I was trying to get him to make like a bowling or a mechanic style shirt, which you've seen me in it several times, the black with the green trim. That's a mechanic shirt by Red Cap. I can't think. I think that's the brand, something like that, Red Cap or something. Double extra large, if it's fine. Because of my fat gut.
Hazard reported ahead.
And it's still there. I can see it. It's starting to rain. Well, that's how I shipped that shirt, was UPS. I think I sent her a t-shirt too, because they had sent me a t-shirt at a different time. Next time I ship something, I'm not going to have it in a box. I'm going to use one of them poly bags like you get stuff from Amazon in. If it's like a shirt, they're a lot lighter than a box. I got that shirt even weighed a pound. Well, the first time I shipped it through USPS, and the next time was UPS.
In 1 mile, exit right.
I know one thing: the food I have, I'm gonna keep eating down the food I have, and I'm just gonna start eating out more often. It's gonna run me less money than going grocery shopping by the end of the week. With less, and I won't be throwing a lot of crap away. And I'm not talking fast food. A lot of good restaurants are running good enough deals now. It's a better deal than going to the fast food joint. You know your burger's probably all ground beef and not whatever the hell they make McDonald's burgers out of or any of the other fast food burgers out of. I will go to, I get this crispy roll, but it's $11. That's what I normally get. And they put some crunchy stuff on it. I like the crunchy stuff. I'm going to see if he can make me the $6 sushi on Tuesday and put those crispy things on it. Because the $6 sushi is about the same amount, maybe more, than what's on that crispy roll. It just doesn't have the crispy things on it. Their sushi's damn good though. Especially with that sweet soy sauce I use on it at home. I'm gonna have to buy another bottle of that.
Keep right.
Yeah, I barely heard my neighbor knocking yesterday morning. I was in the bathroom. I just started shaving, and I'm like, somebody knocking on my door? You can damn near pound on that door, and I can barely hear it.
In 1 mile.
It's just a real soft dun 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 dun. You hardly ever get anything from Expedite. You get loaded up from the other one. You should rephrase how you say that. I got nothing from Expedite for tomorrow, but I got 5 on the other app. Or a combination of the other apps. You make it sound like you're getting no orders, is what I'm saying. When we know you are. There's a place somewhere down here I need to go get a burger at. It's a malt shop. I thought all they had was like a milkshake shop. I thought that's all they did was like ice cream, but I found out they've got like smash burgers, like old diner style. It's somewhere up in here.
Turn right.
Kind of like the DoorDash when I made so little on it I didn't even pay attention to it when I didn't know it wasn't even going into my bank account until I tried when I finally activated the the Dasher Direct card. But I thought it was already activated, but I didn't know there was a separate app. I didn't even have the app. I downloaded the app, I opened it up, and I had like $1,276 sitting in there. Had no clue. Yeah, I was activating it because they had that 10% cash back when you use the Dasher Direct card on fuel. That's a right. I don't need to smoke right now. I gotta do a load of laundry as soon as I get home. I'm on my last pair of socks that I like to wear. Which means it's time to do laundry. Until I go buy another 12-pack of these socks. See, I knew you would. Yeah, I'm happy to see an $80 or something order on a Saturday here. I got 22 minutes to see if they send me a van, a super jumbo order. Still haven't seen those. I don't even know if they'll send them to me. I'm telling you, I think Frederick thinks I'm a 3-star driver. Because that's the exact orders I'm seeing. I'm not seeing the good orders. And yeah, my one order might be better than someone else's order, but the someone else I'm talking about is seeing more orders overall throughout different time slots. I'm not seeing them all. Somebody's seeing the biggins. I think the stats, I like having the metrics, but if the app screws up, they fix your stats, but they're not fixed on the back end. I guarantee it. Too many times have I seen it. Like I said, that one day I overslept. I owned up to that. It was my fault, not the app's fault. So I had to do 30 deliveries just like everybody else to get my shit back up to 100%. But when it's not my fault and they fix it, it should be fixed. Not just in the front end, the back end as well. And it may be a glitch they don't know about. It's very possible.
In 1 mile, turn left, and then turn right.
Oh my gosh, I can't read all that right now. I'll have to briefly read it when I get home. What up, J Fix? I'm J Fix. I saw Fix. J Twist. Well, the biggest fix they could do is when you have a low or no signal, is fix it so the app will still complete the order. That's the Tim thing. That would have solved my issue right now, because the order that screwed up would have went through eventually, instead of screwing my completion time up and then costing me lots of money on orders that I don't see now. Lost earnings. Am I going to get the green? Am I going to make it through the green light? I'm like 8 cars back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I'm 7 cars back, but one of them's towing a trailer. And it just turned green. Let's see if I can make it through the light. Move, people. Nope. It's already turning yellow. There's still a car ahead of me, too. So 5 vehicles made it through that light. And the last one ran it was red. But I talk to other drivers. I know what they're seeing. Yeah, you know what light I'm at. Well, I'm going straight across, but it doesn't matter if you're making the left or going straight across. It doesn't stay green long enough. I think it's sometime in the afternoon, maybe a early rush hour, they do stay green longer because more cars can get through. You know, I didn't even look at my stats. Yeah, they're all at 100. It says they're at 100. But I'm not getting orders like they're all at 100. Because I know what those orders look like too. That's been 2 weeks of garbage orders. I'm doing them though. It just sucks that I could get more in one day if they weren't so damn far away. All my earnings would be going right back into the gas tank. I've been what I consider upside down on miles to money math more than once this week and last week. And I don't know what happened with the Home Depot orders on Curry, but there's yesterday and today there's hardly any. Yesterday there was like 4, maybe 5 all day. And 2 of those, I think I figured it out, it was one of those was like at 6 o'clock in the morning, or I don't know when it came out. It was really early. And it had 2 bonuses. That's why I thought it was 3 orders. But it was the same order all 3 times I saw it. And today there's only been a handful. And that one I would have liked to have done if I didn't have to go do a catering order. $76. I mean, yeah, it would have been a heavy delivery because it was 11 cases of tile. Ceramic tile. 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot tiles. That's a big tile. But there's only going to be like 5 in a carton. Well, break down 668 pounds by 11. That should tell you. Yeah, each one was. I don't know. I have to use my calculator. Now that curry I did do took me out of the way quite a bit, but not really. It didn't take me too much longer to get home than if I would have driven straight home. It took probably 22 minutes longer to make an extra $48 that day, which went into my bank account today. I hadn't been paid from Curry in so long. They still had my debit card number from like before I got hacked. My account got hacked 3 times. My debit card to a real bank. I gotta go help my neighbor pick up a barbecue pit today. I'm gonna swing out real far so he sees I got home. He offered to give me money for gas. I told him don't worry about it because I'm pretty sure that's who cut my grass a couple days ago. Well, it cut a bulk of it. Definitely didn't cut it like I cut it, but he's on a rider and I've got a push mower and I can get it underneath things that he can't. And next to things that he can't even get close to. It had to be him. I don't know anybody else that would have done it. Anybody else would have done it, they would have put a bill on my damn front door saying, hey, you owe me for cutting your grass. And we got rain and well, actually I got raindrops on my windshield right now, so I can't leave my catering bags just sitting outside when I leave to help them get that barbecue pit. It's not going to be as heavy as mine though. It's a Charbroiler brand. Now what was Shane saying up here? Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you were talking about USPS. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of room back there. I'll have to go knock on his door. Let him know I'm here, that I didn't forget. Or he'll come knocking on my door, one or the other. So I gotta take all my crap inside first. We could probably get it in here with the catering bags I have in here. I just have to organize them because I still have the big pizza ones out in my way from doing a Dewey's, because I got to crawl up in there and where I stuffed them out of the way. And I think when you were here, I added like 3 more bags to the back, so now I got more back there, but those zippers are messed up. I figured that out after I tried using them. And then one of them, there was a place where it would catch and it wouldn't zip all the way. And there was only one zipper on it. I probably ripped the other one off. Well, I ripped that one off too, so now it has no zipper to pull on. Amazon, man. I did a review video on them. Gotta go look for my review video on a pizza bag. But actually, I don't recommend those. I did at the time. They're good. They're great bags, but they're $35 a piece. You can get like at least a 2-pack for like $15. It's not as insulated as those, and it will hold up to 7. That one I can get 8 of them in. But you can get them for like $15 for a 2-pack, which I need to order some of those just to make it easier when I do the Dewey's orders, and really make the other drivers look like shit. I mean, with my 2 that there's only one other driver I know that has the bags that will hold up to 7 of their pizzas, and that's Ellen, the girl I like to do splits with. Other people just use like 50 freaking DoorDash pizza bags, and you only get like 2 of them in their bags. My regular pizza bag for when I was doing Uber Eats, I can put 4 of their pizzas in, so I've got the capacity to in bags I can do 20 of their pizzas, which I don't often see a whole lot of orders out of them for more than 20 pizzas, but I have done a few with anywhere from 32 to 48 pizzas. If they get that big, I don't even use a bag. I just stack them all up in 3 even stacks, and I wrap them with the moving blanket, and I stack my pizza bag or my catering bags around those. Loan them out to you. They got Dewey's out there too, with them ginormous pizzas. I didn't know. I knew they were. I thought they were a local chain at the beginning. I've never had that happen. Well, there was. I did a breakfast. I don't remember if it's Bob Evans or Cracker Barrel. One of those I did to a funeral one day, but the people from the funeral were there, and people were already coming in. But I wasn't supposed to be out beforehand. The other ones I've done, I was in and out probably long before they ever had anybody there, like hours. But it was like cold cut trays, cold sandwiches, whatever. We just put it all in the refrigerator. I did a Viviano's like that, and there was desserts. Those could sit out on a counter, but yeah, none of them was set up like it was for. They would have to set it up before the guests got there, like hours later in the day. Actually, the moving blankets from Harbor Freight, they're like $5 to $10, and I'll tell you what, they probably insulate better than these cheap catering bags. These cheapies with this stuff on the inside. That's my Uber Eats bag. Somebody's selling 2 of these on Marketplace for like 2 of these and some other bag, like a green pizza bag. They want $70. I'm like, they sold these for $12.30 from the Uber website each. Nuttier than a fruitcake. Oh, you know what? I've got to move stuff for when my neighbor gets in here later. Crazy neighbor. I just got to throw away some stuff on the floor. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm going to get out of here. I got to go inside and make some lunch and get ready in case something comes in at 12:30, which I doubt. Oh, I don't want to take these glasses inside. I keep forgetting and doing that. I don't wear these inside the house. I can't hardly look at my computer with these on. I got to do too much of this trying to get shit to focus. It's easier just to wear my readers that have the blocker in them to stop the harmful rays from screwing my eyes up even more, which would be these ones. Nah, that's way clear, and no matter how I do it, it's all clear. But looking out there, it's all blurry. Everything I look at's blurry. But I'll catch y'all later. If I end up doing any damn it, stupid Velcro. If I end up doing any curry later, which I doubt because there's no orders coming in, I'll probably do a spontaneous live. Who knows? Now, if I don't have any catering orders tomorrow, there's a good chance I'll try and catch some curries. But I'll probably do a live stream tonight. I want to do a live stream covering the parts for profit, you know, the auto parts from junkyards, flipping them on eBay for a great profit, and maybe look at some of those cars that are worth buying, the used cars versus, you know, $30,000+ new cars. 30,000 I might be going a little low on that, because the new car prices are just absolutely ridiculous. Always buy used. No, I had my neighbor in here. Yeah, it's not just me going and getting the grill. He's going with me. Well, it's his grill. It's not mine. I'm just lending him the van basically, but I'm driving it, and I'll help him get it in and out. Even though he's got 2 sons that could help with that. Well, one of them's I know one of them works for sure. He's not here. And the other one works at some place called Wow. I don't even know. It's like some kind of I don't know what it is. When Jay Twist was here, I wanted to go check it out, but I totally forgot about it the whole time he was here. I told him not to worry about gas money. He said he'd give me gas money when he got his Social Security check. The dude cuts my grass sometimes, and he cuts the hill sometimes with his riding lawnmower, so I don't have to walk up and down it with my push mower. So no, I wouldn't take gas money from him. No way, Jose. All right, I'm out. Peace, everybody. Have a good day. Stay cool. Stay hydrated.